This is Sophia. She's been DJing at KWNK since our very first day on the air in 2017.
I had Tucker hit me up when KWNK was starting and asked if I wanted to do my own show, and I was super stoked. Tried to wing it initially, thinking I could just off the cuff talk about everything, and then realized I need to come up with a plan.
But she's been a DJ for even longer than that. In fact, DJing flows through her blood. From
the get-go, my dad was a radio DJ, actually. He worked at Oldies 104. This was like 30 years ago. And I remember he worked the night shift. He would fall asleep by calling in. I was like 4. I'd always record, or I'd request In the Jungle and Purple People Eaters. And then he would make sure to play those first and wish me a good night, and then I'd go to bed. So it started with that. Like, he'd always make me mixtapes, so I started making mixtapes and stuff early on too. And then I always wanted to DJ. Finally got my chance in my early 20s.
She even learned some of her first DJ chops through fellow KWNK DJ 88 of Colloquial Sounds.
DJ 88. He's the one that taught me how to, do mixes and learn the whole thing.
Before the pandemic, Sophia DJ'd a lot of bars and events, and she had some veteran stories to share.
One time I DJ'd a Santa Cruz Public House, and they don't have a stage or anything, so you're just like right on the bar level. And this gal came up and was just blowing a kazoo in my face like the whole time. And I'm trying to listen and mix this record, and just okay, I'm just trying to ignore and not be mean. And I think it was after maybe a minute, and I just flipped out on her. I can't say what I said, but it's not pretty.
DJing isn't all that bad though.
I think once I got an applause, and it was, I played Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. And then followed it with Magic Dance from the Labyrinth soundtrack. And people applauded, and I was like, that's the combo? Okay. That's so funny. All right, I'll remember that one. Play those back to back, and people are gonna be stoked.
And even in the time of COVID, that feeling can be found over the airwaves.
With the show too, having people that you don't know come up and you're like, oh, I heard your show, or is there a way I can listen to it? And stuff like that always feels really good. But yeah, I definitely at this time prefer the radio show, but it's been a good savior for the pandemic of having nothing's open and not going out and being able to do anything. So it's been really fun.
Support KWNK and shows like Short Circuit. Visit KWNKradio.org to become a member for as little as $5 a month.
Yeah, so I'm Sophia Shortz. I'm the host of Short Circuit. You can catch me every other Tuesday at 7 p.m.